I was walking my service dog, Max, a golden retriever who aids my mobility, when Karen Miller, HOA tyrant, sped by in her Tesla, clipping Max's leg and leaving him limping on my private, county land, outside her HOA's reach. Her recklessness was a lightning bolt, injuring my companion without a glance back. Karen, who'd slander my place, find my hunting, and driven through my lawn, had no idea my cameras caught her hit and run. I was Sarah, the 20-year-old farmer, Meadow Mart owner, conservationist, SWAT trainer, tech founder, federal health inspector, sharpshooter, sheriff, 911 dispatcher, and retired federal judge, and harming a service animal is a federal crime. Her act wasn't just cruel, it was felony animal cruelty, and I was about to unleash a legal storm to protect Max and bury her. I knelt by Max, phone filming, as neighbors, alerted by my security app, gathered outraged. This wasn't just an injury. It was Karen's vilest attack, blind to my authority and Max's role. My heart burned, but resolve hardened. She thought she could hurt my dog and drive off. I was about to turn her Tesla into a viral indictment, with my badge as the hammer. What unfolded wasn't just saving Max. It was a masterclass in justice, loyalty, and community power that left Karen cuffed, her HOA crushed, and Crescent Meadows united. My ranch wasn't just home. It was her downfall, and my judicial past was the verdict. Karen's hit and run was her darkest error, and Max's recovery was about to spark a reckoning. Crescent Meadows was a vibrant suburb, its sunlit streets, thriving markets, and my Meadow Mart Cafe, a bold stand against Karen Miller's HOA tyranny. Once burdened by rules on unleashed pets and unapproved activities, it now flourished, with my 50-acre state-leased ranch and my farmhouse on unincorporated county land as its core. My property, where I walked Max daily, was HOA exempt, wired with cameras that caught every violation. I'm Sarah, the 20-year-old farmer, conservationist, SWAT trainer, Meadow Mart owner, tech founder of Crescent Code, federal health inspector, sharpshooter, county sheriff, 911 dispatcher, retired federal judge, and developer who built Crescent Meadows with a fictional ageless vigor. I'd crushed Karen 49 times, buying Meadow Mart after her farm stand ban, exposing her assault on Lily, stopping her fishing derby, evicting her fishing club, jailing fake HOA cops, rallying for a pilot's defiance, retrieving my tow tractor, shutting down her cop call on my fence, backing Ibrahim Traoré, ejecting her security patrol, protecting the Thompsons, winning court for my wrecked car, defending my mom's Colt stand, exposing her 911 call on Senator Ellison, grounding her, airline stunt, nailing her bank meddling, restoring my water pipe, towing her SUV, saving my mom's nurse, rescuing Emma from her kidnapping, saving Liam from her brick attack, foiling her field grab, scaring her with my bear, Bruno, defending Emma's wheelchair, stopping her 911 call on my ranch, saving Max from her clippers, voiding her lake fine, saving my pool party, recovering my stolen truck, foiling her power theft, stopping her sewage-powered lights, disarming her fake cop, rebuilding my sister's bridge, proving I owned her mortgage, stopping her assault on my wife, Alex, ejecting her trespassing officers, shutting off her pipeline, proving my Lamborghini legit, turning my lawn into an obstacle course, outshooting the FBI, stopping her fake cop arrest, handling her 911 abuse, rescuing my kids from her kidnapping, towing her Mustangs from my garage, trapping her at my gate, burying her porch in mulch, spiking her SUV on my lawn, closing her trails for my hunting, and proving I built the suburb. My federal law knowledge, especially on service animals, was my latest weapon. Karen Miller, mid-50s, was a desperate bully, her clipboard a weak prop for her fading control. Exiled, jailed, and bankrupted, she'd hit Max under a fake HOA speed limit. Excuse, unaware her act was a federal felony, my land was private, and my cameras were rolling. Her scheme, backed by a few HOA diehards, relied on dodging accountability, blind to my evidence and authority. Key allies included Alex, my Delta Force operative wife, my sister, Mia, a nurse, my brother, Jake, a Marine, my cousin, Vince, leader of the Iron Riders bikers, my mother, Ellen, a sharpshooter with dialysis, Tom, my biologist friend who monitored my lake, Linda, the councilwoman who backed my fights. Lily, my waitress turned leader, and the Thompsons, especially Dr. James Thompson. Deputy Harris, my SWAT deputy, led the response, and my FBI contact, Agent Laura Chun, was ready to escalate. The Crescent Meadows Forum, our digital hub, would rally the fight. The setting was a sweltering July morning in 2027 on my ranch's private path, where Max lay injured and my cameras recorded. Neighbors, alerted by my app, gathered in fury. Karen's hit and run was a federal crime, and her ignorance of the law was her fatal error. This wasn't just about Max. It was Karen's final assault on Crescent Meadows' freedom. For me, it was a chance to protect my companion, expose her cruelty, and unite our community. As I filmed, I knew this fight would echo our victories and blaze with our strength. Karen's hit and run was a heinous crime. "Watch your mutt," she'd yell for her Tesla, speeding off as Max whimpered, his leg bruised. I filmed, shouting, "This is my land, Karen. You hit my service dog." My cameras caught her Tesla's plate and impact. I radioed Harris, who growled, "Federal felony? She's done." Ellen, with Emma and Liam, texted Max's service papers, saying, "Karen's caged." Linda vowed to bring county officials, noting, "Hurting a service dog? Life sentence." I called Agent Chun, who snapped, "This is FBI jurisdiction. Animal cruelty and reckless driving." Neighbors swarmed, filming Max's limp. My forum post exploded. "Karen hit my service dog, Max. It's a federal crime." Hashtags Karen hit Max and hashtag protect Sarah's dog trended, hitting 115 million views. Jake, my barista, live streamed from Meadowmart, showing my footage in Max's vest. "Crescent Meadows fights for Max," he said, hitting 120 million views. Lily handed out flyers about service animal laws, explaining, "Sarah's dog is protected. Karen's a criminal." Karen's HOA cronies, a duo with signs, "Pet safety," try to deflect, but neighbors drown them out, chanting Max's justice. Mia shared my judicial rulings, proving my clout. I share my camera clip. "Karen hit Max. She's caught." The video hit 1.1 billion views. James Thompson arrived, saying, "She targeted us too. We're testifying." His federal weight shook the cronies. Harris's SWAT team and Chin's FBI unit surrounded Karen's Tesla, parked at her condo. I rushed Max to a vet, live streaming. "Karen hit my service dog. He's fighting, and she's finished." The stream hit 6 billion views, with news helicopters circling. Comments flooded. "Sarah's a hero. Karen's jailed." Linda arrived with a county prosecutor, announcing Karen's act is a federal felony. The crowd chanted Max, "Max," as the cronies fled. The FBI found Karen at her condo, clutching a fake pet control rule. Harris cuffed her, as Max's vet confirmed a sprain, treatable with arrest. Karen rambled, "It's just a dog," but Chin held up my footage and Max's papers. "You're under federal arrest," she said. The forum planned a Max-free day at Meadowmart, with music and pet safety talks. Karen's lie about pet control collapsed. Max was protected. The stage was set, not just to heal Max, but to crush her reign and rally Crescent Meadows around my dog. Her Tesla was her end, and my evidence was my victory. My ranch was a fortress of justice. Karen stood cuffed at her condo, trembling, as Harris and Chun reviewed her fake rule. The live stream hit 6.5 billion views, with hashtag Karen hit Max and hashtag protect Sarah's dog trending globally. Neighbors packed my street, waving signs, "Max's justice. No HOA cruelty." News crews broadcast live, anchors calling it a judge's dog versus HOA evil. The air roared. I was ready to sentence Karen. Tom addressed the crowd, voice steady. "Sarah's ranch is private, HOA-exempt county land. Karen's act is a federal felony." He showed my footage and Max's papers, proving her crime. Neighbors cheered, sharing the clips online. Ellen handed out flyers, saying, "Sarah's our judge." Karen hurt Max. The forum surged. "Karen's a monster. Sarah's our hero." A viral tweet read, "HOA Karen hits judge's service dog, faces federal charges." Hashtag Karen hit Max. Karen yelled, It's not a crime. But Chin held up my footage, stating, "You violated federal service animal laws." Her face crumpled. She hadn't known the law. National animal rights groups joined X, posting, "Karen's attack on Max is a disgrace. Support Crescent Meadows." The Change.org petition, Justice for Max, hit 120 million signatures, with comments like "Sarah's a legend" and "Karen's done." Linda spoke to reporters, voice firm. "Sarah's dog and justice are our pride. Karen's cruelty threatens us all." She announced a council motion to fine the HOA $2 million and ban all operations. The crowd roared, chanting "Max free." The HOA, gutted by scandals, leaked text disavowing Karen. "She's rogue." Neighbors guarded my ranch, as Vince's biker crew patrolled the streets. I grabbed the megaphone, heart pounding. "Karen hit my service dog, Max, but I'm a federal judge and sheriff. This is a federal crime." I proposed a Max-free day at Meadow Mart with pet safety demos, music, and a fundraiser for animal protection, inviting all. The crowd cheered, volunteering to walk Max. I shared online, "Karen's cruelty failed. Join us for Max's justice." The live stream hit 7.5 billion views, with hashtag #MaxFreeDay trending. Comments flooded. "Sarah's unstoppable. Karen's crushed." Karen made a last stand, yelling at Chun, "The HOA's above you." But Rachel, my attorney, arrived with a federal indictment. "You're charged with animal cruelty, reckless driving, and conspiracy," she said, as Harris tightened her cuffs. The crowd parted, phones filming her walk to the FBI van. Jake's stream hit 13 billion views, with comments like "Bye Karen." "Max wins." News ran headlines. 20-year-old Judge Sheriff nails HOA Karen for hitting service dog. Lily organized kids to paint Max free signs, while Tom tied it to my lake, saying "Sarah protects our pack." Harris secured my ranch, and neighbors cheered. Chun verified Max's papers, and Linda promised county funding for a crescent paws sign, marking my ranch's status. The stage was set for a victory that would heal Max, end Karen's reign, and show Crescent Meadows' power. Karen was cuffed, but Max's recovery would shock everyone. The federal courthouse roared with justice as Karen faced trial, Max healing at home. The live stream hit 14 billion views, with hashtag #KarenHitMax and hashtag #ProtectSarah'sDog trending worldwide. Neighbors packed the gallery, waving Max free signs as news crews filmed. I held a megaphone, my roles as judge, sheriff, and guardian now a verdict, my evidence our blade, ready to bury Karen. Judge Torres, a federal veteran, called order. "Ms. Miller, you're charged with animal cruelty, reckless driving, and conspiracy," he said. Rachel presented my footage, showing Karen's Tesla hitting Max. "The plaintiff is a retired federal judge, sheriff, and Max's owner," she said. The gallery cheered, phones filming for the forum, where comments surged. "Karen's done. Sarah's our queen." Chun testified, voice sharp. Karen's act violated federal service animal laws and endangered lives. She showed Max's vet report, sparking gasps. Linda announced the council's $2 million HOA fine and dissolution vote. The crowd chanted "Max, Max," as kids waved painted paws, symbols of our win. Tom showed Max's papers, proving his role. "Sarah's dog is family," he said, sparking applause. I unveiled a crescent paws sign sketch, county-backed, to mark my ranch's status. "Max is mine, and Karen's guilty," I said, sharing it online, a paw under a state seal. The forum erupted. "Perfect. Sarah's legacy." Torres reviewed the evidence, footage, vet report, papers, calling it undeniable. Karen, pleading not guilty, claimed it's just a pet. But Rachel played her rant, exposing her lies. Torres ruled, guilty on all counts. 7 years for Miller, $3.3 million in damages to Sarah, and HOA dissolution. The gallery roared as Karen slumped, broken. My digital dossier, footage, papers, indictments, was handed to the press, ensuring conviction. News ran it live. 20-year-old Judge Sheriff crushes HOA Karen for hitting service dog. The crowd surged, music blaring, as Mac's free day plans took shape. I gave the mic to Alex, who shone. "Max and Sarah are our heart," she said. Neighbors hugged her, guarding our ranch in solidarity. This wasn't just Karen's defeat. It was Crescent Meadows' triumph. Proof our bond could outshine cruelty. As Max healed, justice prevailed. Karen's conviction was Crescent Meadows' victory. News ran headlines like Judge Sheriff nails HOA Karen for hitting service dog and Max's triumph. The live stream hit 17 billion views, with hashtag KarenHitMax trending for weeks. Fan art of Max's paw as a justice symbol flooded the forum, and animal rights groups invited me to speak. Talk shows called, but I stayed grounded, saying this is about Max. Max Free Day was a sensation. Thousands joined, neighbors, kids, Harris's team, petting Max, dancing, and unveiling the Crescent Paws sign. Meadow Mart catered, and Tom led eco talks, tying Max to my lake's bluefins. The event raised $9 million for animal protection, and state leaders hailed it as a model. The forum buzzed with photos. Max's justice shines. No more Karens. The HOA was eradicated. Linda's vote fined it $2 million and dissolved it, with new laws banning animal cruelty. Karen got 7 years, was banned from Crescent Meadows, and vanished to a prison cell, reportedly arguing over rules. Don't hit like Karen became a local joke, painted on paths. My ranch became a tourist draw, with visitors honoring Max. Meadow Mart and my farm stand soared. The cafe hosting pause nights with music and pet safety talks. Tourists flocked to Max's ranch, boosting sales. Neighbors brought gifts, mini paws, sheriff patches, saying my fight inspired them. Tom's data showed my lake thriving, celebrated at a community feast. The digital dossier, footage, papers, verdicts was studied for animal laws, influencing policy. Lily mentored kids, painting eco signs for the ranch. The forum planned a pause fest with pet demos, music, and SWAT drills, cementing our spirit. Sarah turned Karen's cruelty into Max's triumph. One post read, "I hired teens to walk Max, giving them pride." At the fest, under a Pause Forever banner, Linda toasted, "To Sarah, Alex, Max, and Crescent Meadows, where dogs defeat tyrants." Fireworks burst, kids danced, and my ranch glowed. Karen's hit and run had been a spark, but we'd built a legacy. Meadow Mart, my ranch, and Max were our stronghold, proof no bully could harm our pack. As stars shone, I knew Crescent Meadows would always stand loyal, proud, and unstoppable.